Good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
It's going. It's going.
It's a beautiful day
Yes, it
at
is.
the Mindful Lotus, and it'll
Mm-hmm.
even be better later on today as we get ready to open up. Today we're going to talk about chi, and who better than Louie, who knows all that there is about chi. He's not a wannabe; he is basically a chi master. So there's a lot of people out there claiming to know what chi is and how to work chi, and as they're teaching chi, they have their book open and jotting down some notes, and basically they have no idea what they're talking about. So today we are going to talk to Louie about it, and let's see what he has to say. So tell us, what is chi?
Well, chi is pretty similar to Reiki, and but it's more with Qigong or Neigong, and it's
What's the difference?
the difference is Reiki, you can get attuned, and you can start practicing, start building up the energy and stuff, and work on like more Reiki is more like for like the surface stuff, more like stress, anxiety. But chi, it takes a long time to practice. I
Okay.
mean, years and years. I mean, and you have to have an instructor. You can't just do
Okay.
it yourself.
Right.
You need more like you have to do this almost every day.
Mm-hmm.
And the secret is doing the meditations. But the
Okay.
different kind of meditation is not just a guided meditation or lay down meditation. You got to be sitting up, and you got to do breath work. Um, I recommend some Tai Chi.
And that's something that you teach as well too, right?
Yes, I
And you're
teach
going to
that.
bring that back too, aren't you?
Yes, I'm actually going to start teaching how to do Chi now.
Okay. Oh,
So,
okay.
So I think that's going to be very interesting because I don't know much people here in the Southern California area that's teaching.
Right.
Chi
Well,
energy.
well, they're teaching it, but they really don't know what they're talking about.
No,
So
they
that's the
don't.
thing. There's a big difference
Mhm.
between someone who's actually knows the practice inside and out, and then someone who
Mhm.
just opens a book and says, "Oh, I know how to do chi."
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, that's I don't want to say anything negative about those people, but you need an instructor.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. As you
Yeah.
do with anything, you need a mentor, you need a
Mhm.
teacher,
Yes.
you need a master of some sort that can help
Mhm.
you and guide you. So you're going to be teaching Reiki,
Mhm.
because Louis is a Reiki master teacher, and then you're also going to be incorporating chi classes into that so that the student has the opportunity
Yes.
to learn
Mhm.
both.
Yes. I think it's probably good for the students to start off with to learn Reiki,
Okay.
a Sui Reiki.
Traditional used to
Traditional.
Reiki. Mm-hmm.
Yes. There's other Reikis out there, but they kind of talk about because Chi, or the difference between Reiki and Chi, like you asked. Reiki is with the chakras.
Mm-hmm.
We work on the chakras, but Chi energy we work more like on the three chakras, but we call them dantians.
Mm-hmm.
And
What three chakras are those?
it's the third eye, the heart, and the sacral.
Okay.
Yeah, and those are the most more powerful ones. I think that you can build up the meridians.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you're going to be teaching that. When are you going to start teaching those classes?
It's gonna be next month.
Okay.
Next month.
Okay, so you heard it here. So
Mhm.
he's committed now. So we're gonna have
Yes.
to bring this
I
video
know.
back up if this month comes and goes and he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah.
But you've been pretty busy. So give us a little bit of information on how you work. What are some of the things that you incorporate when you do your Reiki sessions? You incorporate chi into it. So what is that like? What would a session be like with you?
Well, I'm not sure how other Reiki practitioners do their energy. I know
Right.
some people they want to do some pressure points or they want to do some breath work with you. Me, I have to ground them.
Mhm.
When I have my client on the table, I have to ground them.
Okay.
If you, I want them to get to that almost in a meditation stage.
Mhm.
Almost, you can say I want them to get down to almost asleep, but not asleep,
Okay.
and get their brain waves to a
Okay.
theta stage.
Mhm.
And that's when it's kind of like, for example, we recover, when you're sleeping,
Okay.
your
Right.
body's recovering. So we
Right.
want them to be at that level. So my practice is I gotta get them in that state of mind, in that state, grounded. And when they're grounded, then I can do my work too. And I have to ground myself. So I want their brain waves and their heart just to be almost as one.
Okay.
When they're as one, that's when you start healing. and you
Right.
can really do some stuff that's um some amazing things on the
Okay.
that people need healing like on the
Okay.
body and stuff.
Okay. So it just depends on the individual.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So then, so you
Mhm.
do you do a Reiki in the way that you do your Reiki
Mhm.
sessions, and then when you're done with the Reiki session, then you go in and you do a little chi work.
Yes, I do.
Now, is that something that they could feel?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So give us an
Literally.
example of someone, no names mentioned, because client,
Yeah, I can't.
yeah, can't divulge that. But give us an idea of what someone has felt when you've done worked with the chi.
Well, I have some they can tell well, I can't say names, but mostly all my clients they all tell me the same thing. They feel grounded, and then they feel like energy going through. Say if I go on the crown, because I
Mhm.
want to work that crown, to get them into that, get into that third eye.
Okay.
Go to the third eye, open them up. They literally tell me they can feel like a magnetic or electricity going through the body,
Oh
kind of, and
wow.
it's going to the area where it needs it.
Mhm.
But chi is like I'll go to that one area where they need it. Say like if it's on the lungs or it's in the thyroid or broken leg,
Mhm.
and it hasn't been able to heal so I'll go in that areas right. And when I'm doing chi, just
Okay.
directly on that area
Okay.
for longer time. Reiki, you go like maybe 5 minutes, 6 minutes on the chakra,
Mhm.
average. But I'll go chi. I go a little bit, well, a lot longer in that
Okay.
area.
Okay, so are you intuitively guided to go to that area? How do you know where to go?
Yeah. First I'll scan the body. Start
Okay.
scanning the body, and I'll feel where it needs it.
Okay.
And that's why I kind of do Reiki too, to ground them, get them
Right.
relaxed and stuff. And then when I start feeling, when I'm doing the Reiki, I feel the areas where it needs it. And I'm like, okay, and I tell them what's going on here, and they're like, they most of the time they don't tell me until the
Right.
next day they call me or like, you know what, I gotta tell you, you're right on.
Right.
I had surgery here or something, something
Mhm.
happened
Yeah.
years ago. Like, okay, well, you gotta work on that, or
Right.
something's gonna happen,
Right.
or it's building up.
Okay, so when your client's done, do you give them any kind of tools or techniques to assist themselves when they leave here?
Yeah, I told them to come to my breathwork classes
Okay.
because
Which breathwork classes every
it's
Saturday
every Saturday.
at 10
Yeah,
a.m.
10 a.m. Yes.
Okay, so.
And because I told them they have, when you're grounded, that's when your body starts healing. And then when you're when we do the breath work, that's another talk. I mean, another
That's another
episode.
right. We do
Yeah.
need to talk on that because a lot of people don't understand what
Exactly.
breath
Yeah.
work is. So that's another thing that we need
Mhm.
to discuss sometime soon.
Yeah, because that's very important for chi. It's very important to do the breath work, meditations, and build up the energy. And you can do that with doing like almost a stand up meditation, almost like Tai Chi. So you
Okay.
need those three. Those are very important to get those together
Okay.
so you can heal or you can work on your practice. I mean your customers.
Okay.
So
Okay.
um,
And so during your breathwork classes, so can a beginner come? I mean, would they
oh
benefit
yes,
from it as well as an advanced person? I mean,
yes.
it doesn't slow down the
It's
class
just
or
a
anything?
beginner friendly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
So it's
there's
for
different
everyone.
levels. Yeah.
Okay.
And I recommend, and I can certify them too if they want to do the breath work classes too or teach. Um, there's a what the breath work is. What's gonna do is it's gonna build up your energy and
Mhm.
and it's gonna release the stress. It's gonna that's just the surface of the.
Well, it's a good grounding technique
Yes,
too. Breathwork
yes,
is, yeah.
it is. But breath work is like one of the most important things. But the secret is the meditations. And I had
Okay.
to do that one meditation so you
Mhm.
can build that energy, that chi energy.
Right. Now, how many times a day do you meditate?
Ooh,
I know you've been really, really busy. He's been really busy
yeah.
with clients, and
Yes.
the store's been busy with services.
Mm-hmm.
So, when do you find time? In the morning, at night?
Early in the morning.
Okay.
Early in the morning, or before I go to sleep, I'll ground myself too.
Okay.
It's kind of like you wanna. I tell all my students too, before you. It's kind of like you're gonna go do you're gonna go work out or and early in the morning. So you want to prep yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And what would you do for prepping?
Meditate. I do a little
Meditate.
bit of breath work.
Okay.
What I teach.
Okay.
The basics. Do some
Mhm.
breath work, and then I do the meditations. The meditations. Like you asked me. I try to do at least an hour in the mornings
Oh wow.
and at
Okay.
least an hour in the evening.
Mhm.
And that's
That's
during the week.
commitment right there.
Yes,
Yes.
at least. And then you want to do setting up. You don't want to be laying down.
Right.
The
Okay.
meditations, if you lay down, I mean, there's different kinds of relaxations like jet lag, can be altered. What else? But the meditations that I do, you have to be sitting up,
Okay.
be compressing your spine to get the third eye, the heart, and the sacral together, compressing.
Okay. And sitting up is the best way
Yes,
to accomplish that.
that's why the Hindu Taoists and the Buddhists, that's why they sit up.
They sit up.
And
Okay.
that's where it came from, the meditations, you know.
Okay.
So they got it down. Why change it?
Right. Well, I know, and for me, I think the body associates laying down with sleep.
Yes.
So
it
I
does.
almost always nod off if I try and meditate while laying down. So I get what you're saying.
Yes, and sometimes I'll bring a student in with me to go see my one of the masters, like Master Song or another master in Taoist. And even Sashi, when he came here, he goes, "No, we sit up." He goes,
Right.
"You're gonna fall asleep." You know, so yeah,
We need to get Sashi in here too.
he's gonna be coming in pretty soon.
I know.
Yeah, I can't wait till he gets here.
He's an amazing individual.
Yes,
An
he
amazing
is.
soul.
Yes.
Most definitely.
So yeah. I'm learning a lot from him
I
still.
know.
Yeah.
He's great to hang out with. Him
Oh
and
my God.
his two bluebirds. So.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get him back into the center
Mhm.
sometime soon, so he could come in and hopefully teach him more meditation and some. I think he did some mudra work too.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know anyone who
that's
does
very
mudra
interesting.
work in the way that
Yeah.
he does it. It's truly
No,
spectacular.
yeah, he's one of the, I guess you can say the OGs. He's
Oh,
one of
yeah.
the originals.
Mhm.
Well, I'll let him explain when he's here who he knows and who he's worked with.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, some amazing individuals.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of people teaching mudra classes out there, and
Mhm.
they don't really even use them themselves.
That's
So
right.
it's just something
That's right.
that they skim the surface with. But Sashi, he's a real deal.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
You can't deny that. I think he's one of the last ones too.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we always try and bring people into the center that
Mhm.
know what they're talking about, not just some run-of-the-mill.
Yeah, that's true.
It's starting to get into the new agey stuff. We're looking for the real,
Yeah, and
real practitioners.
all my teachers and masters. I mean, like you're one of my teachers too. You know, for Reiki. You know, you have over at least 20 years, right?
Yes.
Buddhist, he has over 40 years. Sashi, since he was a kid,
I
he's
know.
like for 50 years or
Right.
60 years, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and one of my Taoist masters too. I think he told me over 40 years experience. So
Right.
I'm learning from the best.
That's right. And that's how it should be. You should learn
Yes.
from someone who's passionate and
Mhm.
dedicated to the work. And
Yeah.
that's, I think, that anyone who learns from you, whether they take a Reiki
Mhm.
class from you or a breathwork class or your up and coming Chi class,
Yes.
that they're learning from someone who is committed
Mhm.
to the practice.
Yes.
It's not just a new age, I'm going to jump on the new age bandwagon and I'm going to start doing this, that, and the other. You've been doing it for a long time. You're dedicated,
Yeah.
you're committed. So if you're looking for a Chi teacher, here it is.
I feel like
It's
I'm a
Louie.
beginner, but I've been doing it for, it's close to 9 years now.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was thinking
That's
about
not a
it.
beginner.
Okay, yeah.
You're very humble
Mm.
and you like to stay behind the scenes, but we're going to have to start
I
dragging him
know.
out, kicking
I
and
know.
screaming. But
Yeah, and I think what I do too, a lot of people practice Qigong, and then it's more like it's almost like Reiki, but it's more like the surface stuff. You know,
Mhm.
it's very nice. And it helps a lot of people.
right,
But when you practice Neigong, oh, that's a whole different story. That's
where it's stronger, right?
oh my God, yeah. It's
Okay.
almost like Reiki on steroids or something.
Oh, wow.
You can really
Oh,
feel it,
damn.
and you can see it, and that's what I'm gonna do too on this podcast. I'm gonna add a clip, some of the work I do, and when they take pictures,
Mhm.
I'm gonna do it. I
So
know.
are these the picture of you glowing? Is that one of them, or is it where
Yeah.
you're moving things around?
Yes, with my hands
Okay,
and stuff.
okay, yeah.
So,
If you come into the center, if he's here, he could show you what he does. So,
yes.
and there's a lot of people that come in just to
Mhm.
see that sometimes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's getting stronger every single time.
Good.
Yeah, just the secret is the meditation and keep your body balanced.
Now, what do you mean by keep your body balanced? How would someone keep their body balanced? What does that mean for you?
Grounded. You have to
Okay,
be
grounded. Okay.
Yeah, because say like if you go party tomorrow, go drink, and then you want to come back and you want to do the work,
Mhm.
it's not there.
Okay.
It's like very weak.
Mhm.
It's very weak. So it's kind of like if you're working on lifting, going to the gym, or more like a cross country. You do you have I'm sorry.
Like a run or
A
something.
run, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great example because working out is different. But when you're gonna go on a run, but you're drinking and stuff, it's like,
Oh yeah, you don't have the
forget it.
energy to
You don't have the
take it.
energy. Your head hurts, and then you feel weak, and it takes days to recover. And after that, you got to start doing the work again. So it's like, I hate
So
sitting
you've
for a
taken
long-
20 steps back.
Yes, yes, yes.
That
yes.
doesn't mean you can't have a great glass of wine
Oh
every
no,
once in
yeah,
a while.
yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. We can.
There's
drink
nothing
and
wrong with
stuff,
that,
yeah.
but but basically you don't really drink.
No.
You'll occasionally have a beer or something like that. I know
Yeah.
I make fun of him all the time about that, but he
She
doesn't.
does.
Yeah, I do.
She
I
does.
do. I give him a little bit of shit every once in a while, but
All the time.
but you know
Not once in a while, all the time.
no, but really you don't. You're not.
Yeah.
You don't drink regularly.
Mm-mm.
You get a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
You meditate. So actually you are doing all that you're promoting.
Yes.
So you're one of the few that actually do that.
Yeah, and what I was told too, even for my masters, I'm doing things that they can't do.
Right.
So it's because even when you have a master, it's maybe you have one teacher, but I have several masters, and they're teaching me their ways, their gifts are. So
Right.
I'm learning from the best. So I'm getting the best information out there.
Right.
From I guess
Well,
what's out there.
they're old school. I
Yeah.
mean, they're the last
Exactly.
of the old school masters, and they don't even allow. You had to stand at the gate at one of their places when it was raining.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, because they're like, yeah, he's not really interested, and left his ass out by the gate.
Yeah.
It's raining, and the master finally came out and said, "Oh, you're here."
What's supposed? Well, yeah, I'm not gonna say which one it was, but the first time I went there, he told me, he goes, okay. He was asking me a whole bunch of questions. He goes, okay, Rich, I'll meet you at 6 o'clock. I'm standing out there in the rain, in the dark, at 6 o'clock. The gates are closed and everything. I'm like, oh my God, I'm calling him. I'm like, I'm outside. He wouldn't answer. I guess he was meditating. And he thought I wasn't serious. I was gonna show up, but I stood out there for 45 minutes, and I stood. And he saw me. He was like, "Oh, okay, you're here." He goes, "Come on in." I'm like, "Oh." But I waited.
That's the first lesson is patience.
Yes, because your master will test you.
Oh, they will. That one did.
Yes, and I'm learning. It's like when they say something. Of course, you can question them, but when they say something, it's they have the experience, and then it makes sense when you get down a week or a year from now. You're like, oh my God, it makes sense what he was doing to me.
Right.
Like, testing me if I'm worthy, to be at in their presence.
And if you're committed.
Yes.
Staying out there for 40 minutes is
And
someone who wants to get in there and learn. So.
And right when I walked into the back, we're gonna first start off with a meditation. This little lady too walks in with the tea. She's getting me ready.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. I'm all cold and
shivering.
wet.
I could use some hot tea right now.
Yep. And wow, they have the best breath work too. The breath.
Wow. So that's something that you're going to continue teaching, because I know that you do like basic breath work, because I'm still a beginner.
And it's amazing too, that basic breath work.
But you're gonna show some advanced techniques as well too,
yes.
later down the line, right? So I mean, he's got a whole lot coming,
And I did ask permission.
Yes.
I did ask permission
Yeah.
for my
You
masters.
should always ask permission. You just don't take it upon yourself. I mean, it's a thing of respect.
Yes. It's just we don't want it to get that information and get washed down.
Right.
So we gotta keep the tradition and the secrets, I guess you can say.
Right.
But the secrets start coming in when you're really advanced.
Right.
And you're, I mean, it's just I can't say it, but it's but people are gonna know what we really do here at the Lotus.
Right. Yeah.
And once they want to advance, they want to start doing some amazing things.
Yeah.
As compared to the center.
Yes, so, okay, well with that, we're going to let you go. I know it's a short one, but we've got a lot to do today. So, breath work every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. with Louie. Keep an eye out on the social media for his up and coming Chi classes.
Yes.
And some Tai Chi. You're going to get that back on the calendar as well. So, just keep a lookout for those things on the social media. You could also call the shop, the center, and ask us when. And
Yes.
So is there anything else you want to add?
Well, we are going to add that clip too.
Yes, we're going to add the clip to this, so you
Yeah.
can see what exactly that he does if you can't come in person.
And it's not Photoshop. It's not fake.
No,
if you guys don't
definitely
believe
not.
it, come into the class, start doing the class, and I'll show you what I can do in person.
Right. So, okay. Well, Well, with that, we wish you a blessed day, and thank you for tuning in. Again,
Thank you, Angie.
we'll have this up on the YouTube channel, and you'll be able to view it next Thursday.
Yep.
So-
Don't forget to subscribe and press the like button.
Yep, and like us on social media.
Mhm.
The Mindful Lotus
And Zenful Louie.
and Zenful Louie on
Instagram.
on Instagram and
Yeah.
Facebook. So, well, thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.